Grandmacore Home Makeover, elegant rustic textiles, DIY vintage decor, and upcycled craft ideas.
Welcome to Hambelung. Dive into the world of architecture with stunning designs and innovative ideas.
Blending the charm of Grandmacore with the lightness of Cottagecore creates a unique and inviting space full of warmth and character. This fusion combines the rustic elegance of Grandmacore with the soft, airy vibes of Cottagecore, resulting in a home that feels both cozy and refined. Picture vintage fabric table runners, antique lace curtains, and floral patterned cushions coming together in perfect harmony. If you're ready to transform your space with this charming blend, don't forget to like, comment, and share how you would incorporate these styles into your home. A big part of Rustic Grandmacore's charm comes from DIY upcycling projects that breathe new life into old pieces. Repurposing antique doors into headboards, transforming ladders into bookshelves, or using vintage suitcases as coffee tables can add both function and rustic beauty to your home. These upcycled pieces are not only sustainable, but also allow you to add your own personal touch, making them perfect for a cozy, rustic haven. Whether it's painting old lamps or decorating furniture with vintage wallpaper, small details can create a big impact, turning a space into a welcoming retreat filled with warmth and personality. 1. Blending Grandmacore with Cottagecore. Soft elegance meets rustic simplicity. Creating a balanced fusion of Grandmacore and Cottagecore. Grandmacore and Cottagecore share a love for nostalgia, but they differ in execution. Cottagecore leans towards soft pastels and airy floral prints, while Grandmacore favors darker woods and vintage glamour. By combining these two styles, you can create a space that feels both refined and cozy, mixing elegance with comfort. Vintage fabric table runners and antique lace curtains are perfect ways to blend the best of both worlds. layering textures for the perfect rustic blend. Integrating Grandmacore with Cottagecore is all about mixing soft textures and natural materials. Consider reupholstering a vintage chair with floral fabric and placing it next to a weathered dresser. This combination of delicate floral patterns and sturdy wooden furniture creates a sense of balance and harmony in the space. Cozy knitted blankets and muted earthy tones enhance the welcoming feel of the room. Adding charm with small vintage touches. To complete the look, incorporate vintage windows as decor or decorate with antique floral-patterned dishware. These small but meaningful touches help maintain the overall aesthetic, infusing your space with personality while keeping the design cohesive and welcoming. Best products for blending Grandmacore with Cottagecore. Reupholstered vintage chairs. Refresh old chairs with floral or lace fabrics to enhance the soft elegance of Cottagecore. Antique floral dishware, perfect for displaying on shelves, adding both function and beauty to your space. Distressed wooden dressers, a great way to blend rustic charm with vintage elegance in any room. Two, antique-inspired furniture, vintage finds with rustic elegance for your home. Choosing antique-inspired furniture for a rustic feel. Antique-inspired furniture is key to achieving the rustic Grandmacore aesthetic. From farmhouse dining tables to a distressed wooden vanity, these pieces add both character and charm to your home. Each piece tells a story, making your space feel timeless and full of history. By incorporating these vintage finds, you not only decorate your home, but also preserve pieces of the past that add depth and meaning to your space. Pairing antique furniture with rustic elements. Enhance the rustic elegance of antique furniture by pairing it with vintage details like antique books, floral armchairs, and repurposed trunks. These items work together to create a cozy, welcoming atmosphere that feels personal and lived in. Mixing and matching vintage furniture and rustic decor helps bring warmth to any room, allowing imperfections to shine through and create a home that feels loved and cherished. Adding character with extra vintage touches. Small vintage additions, such as repurposed antique doors as headboards or transforming old bookshelves into bar carts, can add functionality and flair. Vintage suitcase wall shelves offer a unique way to display decor while keeping the space organized. Top antique-inspired furniture for rustic homes. Repurposed antique doors as headboards. Create a rustic focal point in your bedroom by turning old doors into a headboard. Old bookshelves as bar carts. Transform vintage bookshelves into functional, stylish bar carts. Vintage suitcase wall shelves. Perfect for displaying your favorite items with rustic charm. 3. Rustic elegance. Vintage tablescapes and cozy reading nooks. Creating timeless vintage tablescapes with rustic elegance. A carefully arranged tablescape can turn any meal into a charming experience. Layering vintage fabric table runners, porcelain plates, and antique silverware gives the table a nostalgic feel, while mismatched china and wood centerpieces add personality and warmth. The mix of textures, from lace to linen, helps integrate the rustic Grandmacore aesthetic, making your dining space feel both elegant and cozy. Designing cozy reading nooks with vintage accents. A reading nook is the perfect retreat in any rustic home, offering a quiet space for relaxation. A vintage armchair reupholstered with vintage fabric, combined with a refurbished bookshelf, creates a cozy and inviting atmosphere. Adding soft lighting from an old lamp and incorporating vintage suitcases as coffee tables enhances the rustic charm and functionality of the nook. Adding extra rustic details for a comfortable home. Enhance your reading nook or dining space with small vintage touches, like DIY wall art in old frames or using old ladders as bookshelves. These thoughtful details add charm and personality to the room, making it feel like a personal escape. Top vintage items for your rustic tablescape and nook. Vintage suitcases as coffee tables. These pieces combine function and charm, making a perfect addition to your reading nook. Revived old lamps. A fresh coat of paint on a vintage lamp brightens up your space with a rustic touch. Upcycled ladders as bookshelves. Add both practicality and charm with this creative use of vintage ladders. Conclusion: blending Grandmacore with Cottagecore creates a space that embodies both elegance and coziness. By combining the rustic charm of Grandmacore's antique furniture and vintage glamour with Cottagecore's soft, airy florals and pastel hues, you can create an inviting home that is both timeless and warm. Whether you're incorporating vintage fabric table runners, distressed dressers, or reupholstered chairs, the goal is to strike a balance that makes your home feel both lived in and luxurious. With the right mix of materials and textures, your space can radiate charm and nostalgia. Sustainable upcycling for a personalized rustic touch. When it comes to creating a cozy, rustic home, upcycling plays a key role in adding both character and sustainability to the design. Transforming old furniture into new treasures, such as using antique doors as headboards or vintage suitcases as coffee tables, can give your home a personalized touch. These DIY projects not only breathe new life into forgotten pieces, but also allow you to create a space that tells a unique story. Adding small vintage touches, like a floral-patterned dishware or mismatched china, completes the aesthetic and ensures that every corner of your home feels warm and inviting. Infusing vintage charm and personal touches for a cozy home. Ultimately, it's the details that bring the rustic Grandmacore and Cottagecore fusion to life. The careful layering of textures, such as floral fabrics with sturdy wood furniture, and the thoughtful placement of vintage accessories, creates a welcoming atmosphere. By blending old-world elegance with the lightness of modern rustic design, you can craft a home that feels both nostalgic and fresh. As you embark on your own Grandmacore Cottagecore makeover, remember to infuse your personality into each project and make the space your own, creating a sanctuary that feels timeless and full of heart.